In the small town of Brickton, Maine, life moves at a slow, predictable pace. But today, something is brewing on the horizon, something no one could have predicted. Meet David Drayton, a man of routine, living with his wife and young son, Billy. As a storm begins to rage, David's more concerned about the damage it might cause than what's coming next. The storm leaves behind a path of destruction, but the real danger is yet to come. A thick, unnatural mist rolling in from the mountains, swallowing everything in its path. David and his son head to the local grocery store for supplies, joined by their neighbor Brent Norton. What starts as a routine trip soon turns into something far more terrifying as the mist descends upon the town, trapping them and dozens of others inside. Strange noises echo from the mist, but no one knows what's out there. The real fear? What happens if it gets in? As the mist thickens, paranoia sets in. Everyone is on edge, and when the power goes out, it's clear this is more than just a freak weather event. The first sign that something is terribly wrong comes when a group of men head to the loading dock to check on the generator. What they find isn't just a mechanical failure. It's a glimpse of the horror waiting in the mist. It's no longer just about survival. It's about staying sane. And as fear spreads through the store, people begin to show their true colors. Enter Mrs. Carmody, a woman with a Bible in one hand and a fervent belief that this mist is God's punishment in the other. As fear turns to hysteria, her voice grows louder, and soon, she's not just preaching, she's leading. In a world where reason fails, people cling to anything that promises safety, even if it means turning on their fellow man. And Mrs. Carmody? She's more than happy to play the role of savior, even if it means sacrificing others. David and a few others know that staying in the store might be just as deadly as venturing out. With supplies running low and tempers running high, they start to plan an escape. But leaving the store means facing the unknown, and what's in the mist might be worse than anything they can imagine. It's a desperate gamble. Stay and face the madness inside, or go and face the monsters outside. But in this world, there are no easy choices, only hard consequences. Their first attempt at finding help takes them to the pharmacy next door. But what they find isn't just medicine. It's a nightmare come to life. In the mist, every step is a risk, every move could be your last. And as they struggle to make it back to the store, they realize that the monsters outside aren't the only ones to fear. Sometimes, the biggest threats come from within. With fear at an all-time high, the store becomes a pressure cooker of emotions. Mrs. Carmody's influence grows, and anyone who stands against her is quickly branded an enemy. It's no longer about the mist. It's about survival of the fittest. Reason and logic have no place here. Only belief and desperation. And as the mist closes in, the lines between friend and foe blur, leading to a showdown that will change everything. As the mist tightens its grip on the town, David and his group face an impossible decision. Stay and be consumed by the madness inside, or take their chances in the deadly unknown. But one thing is clear, no matter what they choose, nothing will ever be the same. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and click on the bell notification for more interesting movie recaps.